let's just give a little history of the Dow. Now, it was started with 12 companies in 1896. Started by two guys, Mr. Jones and Mr. Dow. So this is how it got started. 12 companies.
Two guys.
Old school company.
Two guys.
Yeah. Old school, like me and you. Two guys. Now, it started with the old school companies. Railroads, the tobacco industry, the cotton industry, the sugar industry. And you know why they became so successful? Free labor. Let's put it the way it is. It was free labor. So what happens when the industry has free labor? They're gonna make a whole bunch of money.
Oh, that was cheap. You can't get no more cheaper than free.
So now today's Dow is the top 30 companies. So you have a lot more technology companies and things like that. But back then it was oil, sugar, tobacco, railroads, that kind of stuff. But that's basically the history of how long they've been making money. Now, has there been times where it went south? Yeah, 1929, where you had people jumping out of windows because they lost everything.
And I want to jump in right there. Go back, Papa, because you know I'm the prosecutor here. 30 companies.
The Dow.
When you learn that, folks, turn on the news tonight. They gonna talk about the Dow is up 2%. The Dow is down. You think half of America is rolling down the door? 30 companies.
30. Now, they do somewhat put what the Dow does to the U.S. economy. They do that.
I got it. But it's only 30 companies.
It's only 30 companies.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead, bro.
Now, the NASDAQ and the S&P and the Russell 2000, these are all different parts of the economy and all of that stuff. But the Dow only is 30 companies.
Now, I think I'm correct. The S&P is 500.
Yeah, S&P is 500.
Check this out now. Well,
Yes.
it's 500. Yeah, 500 companies. Now, check this out. You live in New York City. 500 businesses in Times Square. I've only visited New York like once in my whole life.
Yeah. Why you got to hit the potholes? You hit every pothole.
Yeah, all right, baby. Well, anyway, I digress. The S&P, you're going to see on the news, the Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ. The Dow has 30 companies. S&P is like 500. And the NASDAQ, I don't know many.
That's true. I got to look that
We
up.
can Google
See
that real
what
quick.
it's got.
But it's not everybody, guys. And these indices
You're right.
are driving the market. So when you realize you're not dealing with everybody, just because this thing is down today doesn't mean you log into your portfolio and you go, I'm looking pretty good. The ones I picked today, they just said everything was going bad.
Yes.
Because some things are red, some things are green.
Yeah.
There are different sectors, as they say. There's multiple sectors. We'll get into that just for some basic laydown. But this intro here is for us to just say to you, for you to do like Q did for me. Q had the conversation. And I got to say this about you, bro. Besides the thank you again for getting me started. Got my granddaughters rolling in this thing now. You know,
Passing it on. That's what it's all about.
Oh, well, we roll. I'm on the train now.
Generational wealth.
I'm on the train
Let's
now.
get it started.
Yeah, we roll it. We roll it.
Why not us?
Absolutely. And definitely why not us? So, because we can do it. So, Q is funny now. Q will not chase you to ask you, did you open your account? He told me about the process, gave me some. Q didn't ask me another question. I came back to Q. Like, I don't my account. I got some money. Then he started to give me some more information.
Because that's the old saying, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink.
And I got it. And I'm just saying, Q's a hard teacher now. Q's a hard I go back and hit some of the guys I've seen around the building. Hey, man, you got an account. You got an account. Q just walk right on past over here because he's like, hey, we gave it to them if they wanted to. I'm not trying to force people, but I see it in your eyes. You're like, wow, yeah. But I thought maybe you needed to have a whole lot of experience and stuff. And again, now, we're not financial advisors, just not what we do. We are hardworking, regular folk. The pension is being taken care of by the government. We're talking about your disposable income and putting it in a savings account. Go check.
Cutting your pension, dude.
Huh?
You're gonna have the government cutting your pension. You keep talking about it. Hey.
Government ain't gonna cut no pension. That's what you said. That's free labor because you come to work for the government and they tell you the pension plan is so and so and so. And you know what you do when you say, okay. You just walk right into the job, go right into the plan that they told you. They don't sit down with no financial guy saying, you could do this, you could do this, you could do that, you could do that. We all walk in just like mules in line right there in the government. Take for this job and put your money right over there. Okay.
Because we haven't been educated on the fine art of investing. So, like with us, they did offer an investment plan or the traditional retirement plan.
But it's the same pension. The pension just have two arms.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
But we don't know what the investment.
No, they have some classes that you can attend, but it's still the same vehicle.
Right.
You're going to put your money
It's to
in
build-
this side of the house
Build a retirement.
or that side of the house.
Yeah.
You can't go in there and tell them, I'm not getting in y'all plan all together.
Y'all give
I'm
me that
taking my
money and I'll take that money and invest it.
No, you don't have that choice.
Can't.
So what I'm saying is the general pension plan is set up. Fine. Let them do their thing. We have disposable money. That's the word for this process. Disposable money that I'm spending on lottery. Some of my friends are going straight to the casino.
Every night.
Boy, we got the
I'ma
hard
say it
rock.
again, the ladies, get your hair done every other week. Get the nails done every other week. Take that $100 to do the nails. Come on, every other week. Put that money in the.
Q said that. But I'm saying we got to work on it. We got to get together and work as a group, maybe to help out, do something, you know, the Sunday group, y'all get together and help out and stop paying some other folk all this money.
And do your research. I mean, it doesn't take much to just look at a stock, try and learn the patterns of that stock, because almost all stocks, when you see it on the news or on these business channels, they always have charts. These charts mean something. And if you know how to read these charts, it will give you not 100%, but it'll give you a little roadmap on when the time is right to buy it and when the time is right to sell it.
And my ex-chief, and we're gonna go talk about this, the buy and the sell. And my ex-chief, you know, years around this guy. Guy always talked about Merck. My God, every time I see a truck with MERC on it, I think about this guy. This is 30 years ago.
Yes.
Love Merck. And he put money away every pay, took it right out of his check, not to the government pension was on one side. He was investing on another side. I said to him about a year ago when I got into this thing, dude, man, why didn't you really say? He said, I told you guys what I was doing, but y'all really weren't.
Yeah.
So I needed a little bit more.
Blowing your money.
So I'm speaking for the guys like me. Some folks like me need a little bit more. So we can get some of our disposable income and make it work for us. Just having a checking account and a checking, you're not making no money on a checking unless you got some other kind of product. And the bank's got, I learned with products. Oh my God, this word products. Boy, they'll sell you all kind of stuff because they know you got disposable income and they know how to make it work for them.
Yes.
Instead of teaching us how to take your disposable income and work for you. I told you I tapped into the entrepreneurial side of me. Thanks to you, thanks to my ex-chief. You know, he was like, man, we told you guys to put your money in it. He's living well now.
Yeah, because you have so many people that even though they're thinking, okay, I got a savings account, opened up a savings account. They used to call it a Christmas club account and things like that, where you put money aside per paycheck for that one time of the year. Why not do it with stocks? Take $20, put it aside. When you got enough money in there to buy a stock, purchase the stock.
Absolutely.
And you keep going, and before you know it, it's $20. You're not really, that's one lunch.
They
It's
call
$20.
And they call that, you guys taught me that they call that like dollar cost averaging.
Yes.
Put them $20 into your brokerage account every pay period. If you can't do it every week, every pay period, put $20 in you go to your bank or to your credit union.
And most banks now have an investment situation where you can get started investing.
Well, I know Wells Fargo got a brokerage. Well, Wells Fargo, whatever the heck they call it. I know Wells Fargo have it. I have Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has it. Open my account.
You can go to Capital One recently, and they had a regular savings account paying 5%. That's like unheard of in the recent past, because we had 0%. When you went to get a loan, it was almost nothing that they made off of you. But 5% Capital One, just on a regular savings account. And a lot of online savings account, a lot of online banking and stuff like that also offers more than the traditional banks are offering, or just a savings account.
And I'm just going to take you back to yours. What he said, you got to go find. If you have, a lot of our people have credit unions or a regular checking account. You check with your credit union, check with your bank, and see if they have a brokerage account. You're right there, people. Trust me, you're right there. You can moving the money to your account is seamless. I can do it on my phone.
Yes.
I can move money from my checking account to my brokerage account on my phone anywhere in America. Move over a couple of dollars, buy me a stock, something hot. I'm in the garage. I hear somebody talking about something that's hot. I log up. I go, oh man, the stock may be $80. I might have 70 in my account. I hit the thing. Throw over another $50. Go buy a share. See how it goes. What I'm saying is, work with what you have. Realize that your savings account, they're taking your money, giving you probably less than pennies when you do the math. I'm not a mathematician, but you go find out how much they're paying you for the money you're putting in a savings account. And then go open your own brokerage account. Put some money in there on a regular basis. Learn how to look at a company, couple of points. I'm going to give you a couple of points in a minute of just a couple of things to look for out the gate. Just a couple. And then try one.
And don't get discouraged, because a lot of times you buy stock. And like me, I'm more of an emotional investor. I see it go down, I'm like, but you got to understand, your money stays the same. If it goes down, okay, it's only down temporary. Give it a week, a day, a month, and then it's back up again, and then you'll be making money. So don't just get discouraged if you see a stock goes down, because that's the normal nature of the game, up and down.
And I say, my little term, buy low, sell high, stupid.
Okay, so now we are here on August 29th, 2024. It's the aftermath of NVIDIA. So we might as well talk about that 800-pound gorilla. So they came out with blew all of the estimates away with their second quarter earnings report, right? Any other company would be doing backflips. The stocks would be, how you say it? To the moon,
To the moon,
to the moon.
to the moon.
Any other company would pray and just chop off an arm to have such an earnings report like Nvidia put out yesterday. And now the stock is down. How much? Oh, I don't even want to look. It is amazing. So don't take this as conspiracy theory or anything like that. Nvidia said that in their report that they were going to spend $50 billion in stock buyback. So what is the main goal? What is the trading 101? Buy low, sell high.
Stupid.
There you go. So with that kind of report they put out, there's no reason in the world why the stock should be down. So are they pushing it down so they can spend that 50 billion on, it's down over $5 today. $5 on a they hit it out the park. If it was a baseball game, they'd hit it out of 2 parks. Why is it down?
Why is it down? I really don't care. However, the fundamentals that I want you to leave with. One, when you get into the stock market, and I tell you what, if you want to take the long train, you can do it this way. Find a company you know, Apple, Coca-Cola, Amazon. I mean, there's Amazon trucks everywhere, right? Look at what the stock price is today. Say, okay, in your head, oh, you scared folk. Okay, I bought it today. Write it down. On this date, I bought Amazon at this number.
Doesn't mean you got to go out and buy it.
No, no.
Write it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm talking about
And the
fiction.
date.
Just
Right.
fiction. For some of them folk who you
Right.
can lead the water, pour the water in their throat, and they're going to spit it back out.
Yeah.
Write it down fictionally. I bought it at this price. Because Al's daughter said there's always a good time to get into the market. So, well, you scared, double scared, triple scared folk. Write it down. Says, okay, I bought Amazon today. Whatever Amazon's price is today. Got it. Now,
Or Amazon, you can put Chipotle, you can put any of that.
anyone you know,
Yes.
pick something you know.
Your favorite store.
Whatever it is,
Put
pick
that stock
something you know and say, okay, if I bought it today, I would have paid whatever the price is for it, right?
Yes.
Watch it for a week or two.
Week.
See what it does.
Or a month. Give it a month. Put the
key-
starting date and the end date.
The key what he's trying to make, the point he's making is, if you buy it today, say 125, 75, 60, whatever the price is, you do not lose money or you do not earn money until you sell it.
Exactly.
The object of the game is buy low,
Sell.
sell high.
Now, the only thing I would add to that is that if it's a stock with a dividend, then you're earning money regardless of what the stock is doing.
Okay, but you added in a dividend, and I'm trying to get the people to get the stock. Look, scrap that part. Just do some play crayon writing on the board on your refrigerator so you can have an experience for the whole family. I mean, the kids and everybody.
Yes.
Super Mario, whomever. You're gonna say, we're going to buy that stock fictionally.
Yes.
And we paid X amount for it today. Let's see how the family does.
And watch it.
I'm
Watch
trying to
it.
get the whole family into this process. And you open your own account. Don't send me now $1. I can't open no account for you. I do my own McDonald's. Trust me, I'm good. I want you to get your family. But the point I want to make, and what you said was, and we're going to talk about the fundamentals of NVIDIA. In case it's NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. Okay. See, there we go. People argue on that name. I saw a rich guy said some kid in his office told him to buy the stock. He couldn't even pronounce the name. He made millions on it. So what we're trying to get you to do is say, hey, look, pick something you know. That's a practice. What Q was saying was you don't lose money on a stock until you sell it. Just like if you go buy a lottery ticket. Today is Thursday, so we don't have lottery today. I mean, I do Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I bought lottery yesterday. I bought 5 quick picks Powerball yesterday. I don't even check the ticket because I'm not expecting to win. I'm just hoping I win, but that's messed up, right? I could be walking around
But don't you know, hope is not a good investment?
Well, hey, Obama got into the White Office with hope, baby. The audacity of hope, baby. I'm just hoping, baby. I ride by it. If I see the billboard that it went up, I go, oh, well, I didn't win. I might have won a couple of dollars. So, but what I'm saying is, you go and you get your lottery ticket. I got one yesterday. Lottery numbers came out. The Powerball numbers came out last night. I either won or I lost. If I lost, that's $10 gone.
And it starts all over again.
You buy a $10 share of anybody's stock. If it goes down to $8, you still have not lost. If it goes down to $6, you still have not lost. If it goes down to $4, you still have not lost because you didn't sell. And this is what they say. I hear this about our people. I'm just as black as they come. We buy high, panic, as soon as they go down $5 and sell low. Jesus, help me.
But then there's some other investor who is sitting there saying, there you go.
Exactly.
And they make money.
And they call all of us regular traders, the institution calls us dumb money.
Yeah.
The people we're paying to manage the money, the institutions, they're the smart folk. Yeah. And yet they probably are smart because they're making money with our money. So they probably are real smart.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can do exactly what they do. And there's somebody in your family who's good at numbers. There's somebody in your family who's good at research. All of us don't read the same. All of us don't account the same. But if you come up with what are the fundamentals, I could see the family talking for a minute about this family account and someone who's good at reading these reports. Some of us, you give us something to read, and the first thing we do is flip through it to see how many pictures in that joint, or how many charts in it before we read it. There's some people that just read paperback without a problem.
But if you look at Jay said, oh, I didn't have time to keep up with it. This is why the institutional investors make their money off of me and you, because we're too busy. We got to work overtime. We got to do this. We got to do that. So just take my money and you do what you think is best for it.
Well, it's easy for people to do that because we're afraid, because we haven't learned. And we say a lot about us, and us is a family, but particularly black folk. You look at us, we're pretty at the bottom of most things. Folk didn't want to teach us how.
Well, they didn't want to teach us how to read.
Exactly.
Wonder why.
And what do they do about a lot of this stuff that we're going to talk about? NVIDIA, blood in the street today. It's blood in the street today if you've got NVIDIA. They put in a lot of the reports in writing, and people are just freaking out because if somebody in your family told you, get NVIDIA, it's big, it's going to go up, it's going to go to the moon. When I first got into this thing, everybody was doing videos about stocks going to the moon. They had rockets going to the moon. A lot of that stuff went. So when your stock does not go to the moon, you have not lost your money.
And don't panic.
No, don't be so emotional. Just hold. If you put $10 in there and it's $8 today, hold. It's not gone.
Still working for you.
Still working for you. Look, you should have done some checks before you bought it. And we're going to talk about a couple of points to check. But a couple of things to check. When you go online, and most of these things now, the iPhone people were a whole lot better than that other company you got. I don't know. I'm going to tell you what the iPhone people did for me. When I got my phone, they already had a stock thing in there, because they put some of these things on your phone when you first get the phone.
Sure.
I didn't have to add the stock thing. That old folk, Apple put it right in there for me. Duh. I had it there since I had iPhones. Never did it till a couple of years ago.
Well, that's why they call it a smart.
You put it in their hand, and you still can't make them do nothing with it. A classic example. So I have it on my phone. Apple put it there. I didn't put it there. Apple put it there. Click on it, and you can see a stock. I put some, you can look it up. You would have to search for so you can make you a list.
Yes.
But you can look up Apple.
And look up the symbol. Every company that's publicly traded has a symbol. It's usually a couple of letters of the name of the company.
And to get to the symbol, you just type the name of the company in it. So Apple. You want to look up Apple, put the word Apple in there, and it's going to give you their symbol. And then you click on
a
it.
couple of others, because if there's any other company name out there close to it,
Sure.
it'll give you.
But then you look at the stats on the company. What I'm going to show you here is you pull up Apple. People got, I know this may be hard to see, but a lot of people got stuff written about it.
Analysts, mostly analysts and stories.
They're still putting good information in writing.
Yes.
So those of you who don't want to read ain't gonna see the jewels. It's right there. They say if you want to hide it from black folk, put it in writing. Boom, we're messed up. So what I'm saying to you is
Hit the stats.
a couple of things about NVIDIA. Because boy, we say that name, I hear that name all the time.